Welcome to our video on new right and social democratic perspectives on education. In this video, we will explore how these two ideological frameworks differ in their understanding of the role and purpose of education in society. The new right advocates for a market-driven approach, emphasizing choice, competition, and traditional values in education, while social democrats focus on equity, accessibility, and the importance of education as a tool for social justice. Join us as we unpack these perspectives and their implications for the educational landscape. Let's get started. New right theorists, such as Bell and Saunders, argue that the education system can no longer effectively perform its traditional functions due to the rapid evolution of the economy. They contend that educational reforms must be implemented to align with the changing economic landscape. According to the new right, increasing competition among schools is essential, as this competition will drive institutions to improve their standards and outcomes. Additionally, they believe that a competitive environment will motivate teachers to enhance their teaching quality and effectiveness. Another key aspect of their perspective is the importance of providing parents and students with the ability to choose their schools and colleges, ensuring that educational options cater to a variety of needs. They also advocate for a thorough review of the national curriculum, suggesting that it should be updated to reflect contemporary societal needs, with a stronger emphasis on citizenship education that embodies traditional values. Overall, these reforms encapsulate the new right's belief in a market-oriented approach to education, aiming to prepare students for the demands of a modern economy. Chubb and Moe argue that private schools should be accountable to parents, asserting that such accountability leads to a more responsive and effective education system. They emphasize the importance of marketization, which allows for parental choice in selecting schools. This choice, they believe, creates a competitive environment that ultimately benefits all students. The new right also emphasizes the concept of vocationalism, which prioritizes the development of specific skills and knowledge relevant to the workforce. This approach aims to prepare students for careers and trades, ensuring they are equipped with practical skills needed in a changing economy. Furthermore, the new right advocates for reforming the national curriculum, calling for the elimination of outdated subjects and the introduction of new ones that reflect contemporary societal needs. They believe this curriculum reform is essential for keeping education relevant and responsive to the demands of the economy. Additionally, motivating teaching staff is seen as crucial, as a well-motivated workforce in education is vital for driving economic growth and improving educational outcomes. Despite its emphasis on accountability and choice, the new right perspective faces several critiques. Critics argue that the new right fails to consider that not all private schools are managed effectively. While the accountability to parents is highlighted, this does not guarantee that every institution provides a high-quality education. Furthermore, the idea that parental choice equates to quality education is contested. In reality, access to choices can be uneven, often influenced by socioeconomic factors, meaning that not all families can select the best educational options for their children. Additionally, the new right tends to neglect the issue of negative labeling for students attending low-performing schools. This labeling can have detrimental effects on students' self-esteem and aspirations, perpetuating cycles of disadvantage rather than breaking them. These critiques highlight the limitations of a purely market-driven approach to education and the need for a more nuanced understanding of educational quality and equity. Social democratic views stand in contrast to those of the new right, particularly in their understanding of inequality and the role of the state in education. William Beveridge highlighted that poverty arises from the inequalities generated by the labor market in capitalist societies. He argued for the necessity of state intervention and the establishment of a welfare state to address these disparities. Beveridge contended that a profit-driven market often fails to adequately support vulnerable populations, such as the elderly, poor, and disabled. He emphasized that without state support, there is a persistent inequality of wealth that undermines social stability. To promote equality of opportunity, Beveridge believed that a more equitable distribution of resources and support systems is essential. One example of this approach is the concept of positive discrimination, as seen in initiatives like Operation Head Start in the United States. This program provides preschool education to deprived families, aiming to level the playing field for children from disadvantaged backgrounds. By investing in early education, Social Democrats seek to ensure that all children have a fair chance to succeed, regardless of their socioeconomic circumstances. Social Democratic views advocate for the establishment of education priority areas, emphasizing that a truly meritocratic society enhances social mobility and reduces social inequality. The goal is to create an educational landscape where all individuals have equal opportunities to succeed based on their abilities and efforts. To support this aim, there is a strong emphasis on the development of compensatory education programs, which are designed to provide additional resources and support to students from disadvantaged backgrounds. These programs help to bridge the gap in educational attainment and ensure that all students can reach their full potential. An inspiring example of this approach is the Barefoot College, which promotes knowledge sharing between skilled professionals and the poorest of the poor in rural areas. This initiative focuses on empowering communities by equipping individuals with valuable skills and knowledge, fostering self-reliance and sustainable development. Through such programs, Social Democrats seek to address systemic inequalities and promote a more inclusive and equitable education system. Social Democratic views advocate for the establishment of education priority areas, emphasizing that a truly meritocratic society enhances social mobility and reduces social inequality. The goal is to create an educational landscape where all individuals have equal opportunities to succeed based on their abilities and efforts. To support this aim, there is a strong emphasis on the development of compensatory education programs, which are designed to provide additional resources and support to students from disadvantaged backgrounds. These programs help to bridge the gap in educational attainment and ensure that all students can reach their full potential. An inspiring example of this approach is the Barefoot College, which promotes knowledge sharing between skilled professionals and the poorest of the poor in rural areas. This initiative focuses on empowering communities by equipping individuals with valuable skills and knowledge, fostering self-reliance and sustainable development. Through such programs, Social Democrats seek to address systemic inequalities and promote a more inclusive and equitable education system. Thank you for watching our exploration of the contrasting views on education from the New Right and Social Democratic perspectives. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe for more content on educational theories and their implications. Your support helps us create more videos and delve deeper into important topics. We appreciate your engagement and look forward to seeing you in the next video.